In this video tutorial, I'll be showing you how to quickly and easily make a podcast using Podomatic. Well, the first thing I'm going to need to do is to join Podomatic. It's a free account, and I'm going to ask to sign up with email. So I've now added a new email account to start my new Podomatic account. Click Next, and I have to confirm I'm not a robot, so let's do that, and away we go. So there we are. I've now set up my podcast and I have to begin working on my first episode. So I don't want to learn how to publish. I think I'm going to go straight to record just here. And we're in something called the recording booth, and immediately somebody's trying to talk to me. I'll just clear that chat box away. Podcasting made easy. Click on Let's Do This. These are now information screens, so I'm just going to skip through these. It does say that if we make a mistake, we can edit our recording. So, publish and share with the world. I need to give my podcast a title, a description, and then it says I'm finished. So I'm going to start recording, and then I'm going to have to enter some details about my podcast. Before we do that, they're checking my microphone. So let's begin that test. Okay, apparently my recording environment is okay, and now we're going to test my voice. Hello everyone, and welcome to my new podcast. Okay, so now it says my voice levels are great and I'm ready to record. Okay, I'm going to click here, Start Recording. And now I can see a red microphone button, and when I click that, I'm going to need to have something to say. So it's giving me now a countdown. Audio is an increasingly popular medium. It's engaging, it's portable, and it's versatile. Just look on any train, on the bus, or in the street. How many people do you see listening to audio? Well, trust me, they're not all listening to music. People are listening to audiobooks, radio, favorite podcasts, or even learning languages. Audio and podcasting in particular is the trending medium, and we can little afford to overlook it as a key tool in learning and development. Well, you notice that I then clicked the stop recording button, and I'm now given the option to finish or to resume the recording, which is quite a handy feature if you just need a pause to gather your thoughts before you continue recording your podcast. Well, because this is just a demo, I'm going to click on Finish, and now I see the audio stream laid out like this. Well, you can see now that I have the option to play the recording, to delete the recording, or to save the recording. And I think there is an edit function available later on. So I'm going to click Save Recording, and it says processing can take up to a few minutes, so I'll just pause while it does that. And there we are. It says that we've reached 100%. And when that completes, as it just did, I immediately go to this screen here, which requires me to write something about the episode. So I'll just pause again, because I don't want you to spend your time watching me type. Okay, well, I've given my episode a title here. I've called it 3TFL, and just a brief description. I would write more than this if I were making a more professional podcast. I've just called it An Introduction to Podomatic, and I'm going to click Save and Continue. Okay, now then, this screen is not very intuitive, but I've got to select an audio or video clip. Well, I could upload a file or select from the media library, but here is the media that I've just recorded. This is what you saw me record. So that's over here on the right hand corner, and all I need to do is say, don't change my current selection. Okay, and then it says, do I want to upload a photo? So I'll do that. I'll upload a photo, and upload a picture from your computer. Choose a file. Go to my pictures quickly. Let's choose that laptop in there. There's the image that I've chosen, and I'm going to save and continue. So here's my photo over here, and again, all I do is click Don't Change My Current Photo Selection. Okay, I'm not going to bother putting any tags on my episode at the moment. All I'm going to do is come down here and click save and continue again. There we are. So here are the publication settings. I'm given the option here of publishing now or publishing later, and we'll leave it as published now. A description of what we've done, my image, and all I do now is go down here again and click save and continue. Okay, so there we are. We've gone right through these this flowchart, the title and description, the audio, the photo, tags. We've reviewed the information about the podcast, and it says here, my episode is now publishing. It will take approximately 1 minute. I'll just pause while that happens. Well, let's give it a go. Let's click here. Okay, and we're told success. When the media is finished converting, your episode will be available at this address here. So I'm going to click on that link now, and slowly but surely that is now taking me to my episode, 3TFL by Jay's podcast. I should have thought of something a little bit more interesting and original than that. But here we are, and we could play that from here.
Audio is an increasingly popular medium. It's engaging, it's portable, and it's versatile.
Well, just one more thing to show you now, and that is this share button. And when I click that, I'm given the option of sharing either the episode or the podcast. Let's share the podcast, and we get the link, the URL, to the podcast page, and we also get an embed code, which means that I can copy that embed code and put this podcast into a blog, onto a Google site or whatever. Well, let's do that one. Let's copy that embed code, and now I'm going to go to a Google site, and I'm going to use this embed feature and put the embed code in here and click next. And what we should see is the Podomatic player just here being embedded into my website and playable from that Google website. Just need to expand this box a little bit so we see the whole thing like that, and then I can preview this page, and here we are, episode 3 TFL.
Audio is an increasingly popular medium.
And there we
it's
are.
Engaging, it's
so
portable, and it's versatile.
it's fairly easy to make a podcast
Just look
with
on any
Podomatic.
trend.
Quieten that down. Fairly easy to make a podcast with Podomatic and then to embed it into a site or a blog, as I say. We could alternatively copy the URL and put that into the address bar, and just wait a few seconds, and then we will see this page here, Jay's podcast. Give it a listen, episode 3 TFL. So I think that also looks quite nice, and because we've used the whole podcast rather than the episode option, every episode that we then record will appear here on this screen. So I think Podomatic is reasonably easy to use and gives you some fairly good results when it comes to making your own podcasts for your own purposes.